What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. Guys, we have some development on the QB competition that is going to be going on with Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson going into the year. Obviously, the Colts said that they were going to have a QB competition, and then they acquired Daniel Jones on, I believe it was the second day of free agency to bring in that QB competition. Obviously, Colts fans were wanting to kind of get an understanding of what that actually means. Well, according to James Boyd on X, we have a little bit more of an answer. Him and some of the other media spoke with Shane Steichen today, and head coach Shane Steichen said quarterbacks Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones will split reps this offseason starting in OTAs. He said he also doesn't have a timeline on when they'll make a decision on who's QB1. James Boyd went on to comment saying, we'll know by week 1, basically, is what he is trying to imply. Some other things that go into it also. Chris Ballard also spoke on the competition between Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones, said they don't have to be best friends, but when they're in that room every day, there has to be a mutual respect of how you handle business. Chris Ballard also iterating from James Boyd here, whatever the outcome of this competition is for Anthony Richardson, does it mean it's the end? No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean we're quitting on him either. Everybody's developmental timeline is a little different. I think ultimately the shock and awe of this is the fact that we all heard Chris Ballard, say that there was going to be QB competition, open QB competition. I think for a lot of us, we just didn't want to admit it that it was actually happening, or some of us didn't truly believe that there was actually going to be some real QB competition. But now, I mean, it pretty much is showing it like it will be, in fact, a QB competition. And not only will it be that, but the Colts seem very dead set on the idea that Daniel Jones could very well be the starting QB in 2025 for the Indianapolis Colts if he looks better than Anthony Richardson. Ultimately, I look at this and I say that, the Colts have done a complete 180 on how they have approached this with Anthony Richardson. When they drafted him in 2023, they were, telling everybody about how, he needs the reps, and he just needs time. Well, here we are 2 seasons later, and the Colts have already, they say they're not giving up on him, but I mean, if you go with Daniel Jones over Anthony Richardson this year, it is a very big disdain on Anthony Richardson and how the Colts have approached this from all perspectives. I mean, again, your policy can change on things. No doubt. And that's what the Colts have done. They said that how they viewed these things was wrong, supposedly. Supposedly, what they thought was supposed to happen is we give him all these reps and that he was going to figure it out and we're going to be fine. Well, now they're not doing that, and they're saying that the reps are not what's going to make him better. The competition in the room is what's going to make him better. So they're changing how they're viewing Anthony Richardson and going forward here. And that's ultimately the point, is now if you're a stern believer like myself that Anthony Richardson needs more reps to get better, then he's not going to get the reps this offseason. And the matter of fact is reps are going to be cut in half. I mean, just about his reps are going to be cut in half. And Shane Steichen saying that he now has to make the reps count that he's going to get. So, I mean, not only is there pressure to be better, but now Anthony Richardson, you're going to get less reps and you have to really be on target now with the reps that you're getting, because Now it's even more of an eyeglass on you right now to know if you're actually going to be better. And the sad part is that you're relying upon practice reps to determine whether or not Anthony Richardson is going to be better in real game time action and trying to figure it out that way. That's the sad part of this. Ultimately, I think the main concern I have, or not even a concern, it's just going to be the headline of this. It's going to be 50-50, and you're going to have all these national media people that are going to see Daniel Jones have 2 or 3 really good practices, and then they're going to be like, Daniel Jones is there. Daniel Jones is going to do it. Daniel Jones is going to be the new quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. Like F Anthony Richardson. And I'm going to hate this offseason with a passion. I'm going to hate it. I'm going to hate it for only the fact that my team is having a quarterback controversy. It's not even a competition. It's a controversy because we don't know who the starting quarterback is going to be for this team. And I mean, it is definitely putting Anthony Richardson up against the wall. Now, albeit he deserves to be in that spot, but you are putting him in that spot now, and it's going to be very interesting to see how he approaches this. And how the Colts approach this, I have no idea. My biggest concern is, you think about this, are we really going to sit here and say that the Indianapolis Colts fan base is going to rally behind Daniel Jones? Like, are we serious? Do the Indianapolis Colts organization truly believe that not only the best way to win football games might be to put Daniel Jones in with this unit, but do we really think that is going to increase the fan perception of this team? I know that Ballard and sometimes the Colts organization, they tend to say they don't really care what the fans think, but it's the truth though. If your fan base isn't behind what you're doing, then you're going to see a decrease in value for this team. And the Indianapolis market is a very loyal market, but it also can be turned on you very quickly if you don't figure it out. Again, I don't think that there's really a lot of hope. There's not a lot of faith from this fan base at all about this quarterback position anyways. But I think that the majority of the Colts fan base wants to live or die by Anthony Richardson being good or bad at quarterback. And just if Daniel Jones takes time and valuable, precious reps away from Anthony Richardson, then what's the point? Again, the Colts think that the reps is not the concern. They think that the skill and everything else that goes with it is what's going to impact Anthony Richardson the most. And will it? I don't know. Ultimately, guys, this offseason, we're going to see a Daniel Jones, Anthony Richardson battle. And it's going to be close to 50-50. We will not know until it gets very close to the season who's going to be the quarterback of this team going forward, unless Anthony Richardson sucks and Daniel Jones looks good, or Daniel Jones sucks and Anthony Richardson looks really good. We're not going to know until that point. But be prepared for the headlines. Be prepared for the insider reports coming out that Anthony Richardson sucks and Daniel Jones is going to take over. Be prepared for those. That's what's about to happen this offseason. But that's going to do it for this one. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Thank you so much. And as always, go Colts.